Day 103, improve your AI skills with evals. So I've been running evals for the skills that PailFlow relies on, and I wanted to share how that works. I know prior, I think I mentioned something about like the workflow skills creator and the Claude plugin that they released. And now there's already a whole new paradigm with auto research. But before I dive into that, evals. Basic way to describe it is an eval is a test for an AI task. So you give the AI a real prompt, you check, which is basically like a task example, check it against clear criteria in terms of like what makes a good eval. You want real user task. Some of the skills for PailFlow and like the project management skills, I've got like an example eval that's like, oh, like, hey, can you tell me what's new in Asana today? I need the stuff that actually needs attention first. Basically, you want to have some, at least to start, some imagination of like, what are some of the user queries that someone might use that should invoke your skill, and what should the outputs be? And then one thing that's kind of new about eval systems that make them better is this idea of like binary criteria. So when you've got your prompt, you've got your example, you have your criteria, you want to make sure that that criteria is like yes, no. So I don't know if I have the evaluations in here, but yeah, I basically have like a list of like assertions. So like this is like a workflow skill. So I say like, does it select the intake triage mode as like the primary mode? Does it give attention? Why? Does it give an answer of why? Does it include clear what needs attention? Basically, things that I can answer yes, no to. And then you'll create the system, you'll create your checks, you'll put it into like a grader system, which is usually another AI. There's a lot of skills that orchestrate this now. And then for me, I do my auto research run, which is based on Karpathy's auto research. And then it outputs like an optimized skill that performs better on the criteria. So I have the skills in my demo open code, like this auto research skill. Unfortunately, I can't remember. Someone made a much more detailed version. This is kind of like a fork on it, but I cannot remember the original. So if you know an original auto research skill for optimizing skills, somebody made a great one. I can't remember that, but I have a shittier version in my demo open code. And would be super curious about how you all run evals, what you think about evals, what's your process. Drop your notes in the comments.